Welcome back to Estadio Obras Sanitarias in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The 2017 FIBA Women's AmeriCup Championship Tournament. Alongside Mark Anderson, I'm Craig Feta. Our third game of the day. 2 games already in the books, a pair of overtime thrillers. First it was Paraguay over Mexico, 73-67, and then in one of the biggest upsets I can remember the last couple of years in men's or women's play, Virgin Islands defeated Brazil in overtime, 67-60. And so Brazil needs a win tomorrow night against Argentina to make the semifinals. The game at hand is Cuba and Puerto Rico. Cuba eliminated. Puerto Rico, their fate has not been entirely decided as of yet. They defeated Paraguay, but if they lose this game and Paraguay wins their final, Paraguay's in. So Puerto Rico needs to win this one in order to assure themselves a spot in the semifinals. Paraguay takes on Canada tomorrow. That, I think, would be an even bigger upset than Virgin Islands over Brazil.
Yeah.
But still, Paraguay still has a pulse, especially if Puerto Rico loses tonight. Introducing the teams onto the floor right now. We are minutes away from tip-off in this Group B matchup. Time now for the national anthems. First for the visitors in this game, from Puerto Rico.
El aplauso para el himno de Puerto Rico.
Y ahora
escuchamos el himno de Cuba.
Welcome in once again to Estadio Obras Sanitarias in lovely Buenos Aires in Argentina. This is the 2017 FIBA Women's AmeriCup Championship Tournament. The men get underway in a couple weeks. There you see the officials for this game between Cuba and Puerto Rico. Leonardo Salazar of Argentina, Rodrigo Mejia Mesa of Colombia, and Andrea Silva of Brazil. Our FIBA commissioner for this game is Gabriela Araya of Costa Rica. There's a look at Team Puerto Rico for Coach Gerardo Batista. And let's get a look at the starting five for Puerto Rico. Melendez, Santos, Rosado, Bermudez, and Ashley Perez. Same lineup that Batista has gone with in each of the first three games for Puerto Rico. And now Cuba for head coach Alberto Zavala. And now the starting five for Team Cuba. Ochoa, Casanova, Enislady Galindo, Marlon Cepeda, and Ladis Oquendo. So the same starting five for Alberto Zavala. In a tournament like this, Mark Anderson, what do you think about mixing your lineup up here and there?
Well, we've seen it with several other teams do that. At this point, you could, Cuba could get some different looks here, but one thing that they can really look at that has hurt them in this tournament has been their shooting. They're 26% from two-point land and 20% from three-point land, and then 68%, which is good from the free throw. In today's basketball, 68% is not bad, but they're only averaging 51 points a game. Puerto Rico, on the other hand, is shooting 42%, 41 from beyond the arc, and 71%. But they're getting 37 points off their bench, and it's something that we saw Yeah, we've seen repeatedly from them. They get good production, especially out of Allison Gibson, who comes off the bench averaging just under 13 points a game. But you know what, Craig? Let's go for 3 in a row in overtime.
How about not, Mark? In case you can't tell, my voice is starting to wear out a little bit. Had a good look at the team leaders for both teams just a moment ago. And this Lady Galindo averaging 9.5 points per game for Cuba. And Allison Gibson, as you mentioned, a shade under 13 for Puerto Rico. Oquendo, the leading rebounder for Cuba at 9.5 boards per game. Rosado, the guard, 5.3 rebounds a game for Puerto Rico. Anaitis Casanova, 7 assists per game for Cuba. And Pamela Rosado, 5 assists per game for Puerto Rico. Gibson also averaging 3.3 steals a game for Puerto Rico. Just about underway. And now, play has begun. Casanova to her right. She drives on Rosado, nice goes move. Right past her, lays it off the square and in.
Quick first step out of Casanova.
Almost looked like Rosado was a little surprised.
Right.
She was going to take that to the hole so quickly. Perez out to Santos. Puerto Rico working around the outside. Rosado's follow-up is good.
Well, we've seen Casanova pick her spots to score, and it's usually been later in the games. So it may have caught her off guard.
And this Lady Galindo drives to the bucket and gets her hair tie knocked out. Puerto Rico foul on number 2, Ashley Santos. So Galindo to the free throw line. Her first free throw is good. Galindo hits them both. And I was talking between games with a FIBA official about that last contest between Brazil and Virgin Islands. And he said 99 games out of 100, Brazil beats Virgin Islands. And I said, well, before that game, I would have said 100 games out of 100 beats Virgin Islands. And he said, yeah, you're right. Rosado's three-pointer was short.
Well, that's why we play them.
That is true. Now Casanova's pull-up is no good. Rebounded by Melendez. Cuba up early, 4-2. They tried to feed Bermudez in the post.
Nice pass.
Nice feed to Rosado.
I know Cuba's going to play hard. They want to get a win.
Francie Ochoa with the right hand. Now three on the way is good from Ashley Santos.
We've seen her do that repeatedly this week. She's got a nice jump shot. Good release point.
Puerto Rico with its first lead at 7-6. And Ochoa is fouled. Francie Ochoa, Francie with an S. I think that would make a fine nickname for you, Mark. Francie.
Yesterday it was my hair. Today it's nicknames.
We'll give you a makeover.
All right. Looking forward to it. I get back to Cleveland on Tuesday. My wife's going to say, you're not going anywhere from now on.
At least not with me. second free throw is good. We're tied at 7. Bermudez. Now Santos, and foul on the switch. That's going to be on Enislady Galindo, and that's her first. And off to Rosado. Three-pointer from Santos gets blocked. Actually, that was Perez, not Santos. Santos gets that rebound, and she dribbles out of trouble. A little late finding Bermudez, as that gave Ladis Oquendo a chance to get over. Here comes Casanova. Ochoa to the right hand, no good. Rebound, Santos.
Good push by Rosado.
Melendez on the drive, gets a little hip bump, no call.
You know Casanova's going to push. It's interesting, she's averaging 7 assists. The team overall is averaging 9. Tend to see a little more than that. If your point guard's averaging 7 alone.
A little curl and shoot by Ashley Santos, that's no good. And here comes Cuba. Casanova over to Oquendo for 3. Rosado to Perez. She shoots for 3. And Ochoa grabs the board.
This is rather frantic right now.
Galindo has it stolen away by Tyrone Melendez. Rosado steps up for 3, a little strong. Perez the rebound, the reverse, no. Coming up on 5.5 minutes to play in this first quarter. That jumper is off, and here comes Rosado when she draws the foul on Marlon Cepeda. First subs into the game now. Allison Gibson is in, along with Michelle Gonzalez.
Cuba having the day off yesterday, should be well rested.
Yeah, they definitely look pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. Yesterday defeated Paraguay 81-67 in a game that was closer than the score would indicate. So they had to work. Stolen away. Gonzalez has it stolen away. And Inedis Casanova scores. We're tied at 7. Gibson on the drive to the right hand and lays it in.
Comes in and does what she does best, scoring off the bench.
Romero into the game for Cuba. Casanova's 3. Bounces off right, no good. Now Bermudez and Rosado sit down for Puerto Rico. Deshali Salomon comes on along with Yolanda Jones. You don't lose much from Rosado to Deshali Salomon.
Definitely not. Good energy, good defense, directs the offense, talks out there.
Rodriguez in the corner, driving baseline, all the way around to Gibson for 3. That was straight on, just not quite long enough. Now Casanova up ahead.
Nice look.
That's a tough finish for Francie Ochoa. Running full speed, catching it over your shoulder, and putting it back up with the right hand almost immediately. Gibson spinning, up off the glass, high, no good. Yolanda Jones tips the rebound back to Gibson. Now Gonzalez has her shot blocked. Grabbed by Booley.
Coach Zabala disagrees.
Get a look at it here. There's the block. Yeah, it went off the right foot.
Yeah. Good call.
Yep, that went off the right ankle of Booley. She went to dribble it, no question. Marie Placido in now for Puerto Rico. Salomon on the drive, pulls up in the lane. Looked like she wasn't sure if she wanted to teardrop that or bank it.
Right, because then it really opened up.
And now a foul's going to be on Michelle Gonzalez. Casanova to the free throw line. Drains the first. Cuba back on top now, 12-11. Pretty good numbers there for your starting point guard for the tournament.
Yes, she's solid.
Oh, and Salomon took her eye off the ball. Went right through her hands. Casanova, guarded by Salomon. Around the screen by Booley, hard screen. Now Romero for three. Rebound Yolanda Jones, up ahead to Gibson. Gibson drops it to Gonzalez, back to Gibson. That gives Cuba a chance to get back. Now Yolanda Jones up off the glass, no good. Pulled down by Francie Ochoa. Casanova's got it around the screen. Now Romero launching the long three.
In the same spot as before.
Bounces off left, no good, and that'll be Puerto Rico ball. Cuba up 2, coming up on 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Gonzalez back to her right. Inside to Jones, nice play by Michelle Gonzalez and a great finish by Yolanda Jones. And we're tied up at 13. Martinez hounded by Salomon.
Great effort.
Now Booley was challenged there by Placido. Now Salomon. Jones picks up the dribble, hands it to Gibson. Allison Gibson has the seized part, and she draws the foul on Ladis Oquendo. So Gibson with a chance to give Puerto Rico the lead back. Booley and Romero sit down for Cuba. Marlon Cepeda back on. Along with Ines Lady Galindo. Gibson strokes the first free throw, and she gives Puerto Rico a 1-point lead. Make it 2. Esteva Martinez. Bodied by Salomon, loses the dribble out of bounds, and it'll be Puerto Rico ball with 1:10 to play in this first quarter.
It's That's what you get when she's in the game. She's going to give you 110% defensively all over the court.
Salomon over to Gonzalez. Inside of a minute now. Gibson on the drive. Picks up the dribble. Out to Gonzalez. Here comes the screen from Jones. Gonzalez up off the square and in. Pretty drive by Michelle Gonzalez. 4-point lead now for Puerto Rico.
Nice
Beautiful spin there. Rings out. And the putback is up and good by Galindo. Salomon across the timeline. 20 seconds to play in this first quarter. Casanova nearly picks the pocket of Salomon. Gonzalez ends up with it. 5 on the shot clock. Into Jones. That gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Puerto Rico ball with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. That was actually a good break for them. I don't think Jones would have done very much from that position. At least now, they at least get to run a set piece here.
Right. It would have just been a turnaround, throw it at the basket. You gotta shoot it.
And she does not get it off. Well, not a good inbound play there for Puerto Rico. Casanova, 3 on the clock, puts up the 3, misses wide right. And the first quarter ends with Puerto Rico on top of Cuba by the score of 17-15. This is the 2017 FIBA Women's AmeriCup Championship Tournament. $17-15 in favor of Puerto Rico over Cuba after 1 quarter of play. Francie Ochoa has 5 points for Cuba along with 4 rebounds. Nadis Casanova 6 points, 3 boards. This lady Galindo 4 points. And that's it for the scoring for Cuba. For Puerto Rico, Santos has 3, Rosado has 6, Allison Gibson 4, Michelle Gonzalez 2, and Yolanda Jones with 2.
Bench scoring, as we thought, would favor Puerto Rico, 8-0.
Perez swings it over to Melendez. Now Santos. Shot clock at 6. Perez trying to get past Romero. Flings it up with the left hand and finds a gift. Galindo now left side to Casanova. Inside to Cepeda. But it gets poked out of there. From the corner, rings around and in for Ashley Santos. And the lead now sits for Puerto Rico, 21-15. Cepeda, her long jumper no good. Bermudez the rebound.
Good pace to this out of both teams, getting up and down the court.
Santos right side. Santos, that one popped out. And Puerto Rico gets it back.
He had the elongated Euro step on that.
Rosado fouled on the jumper from 20 feet. Maybe he's a little inside 20, but she will go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. That's Casanova on the bump. First foul for Casanova. Pretty clean game so far foul-wise. Cuba only with 4 total fouls in the game. Puerto Rico with only 3. That 3 is no good by Romero, and here comes Puerto Rico. Rosado gives it up to Bermudez. Inside to Rosado, mouse in the house. Now Perez for 3.
Nice ball movement.
She's got it. And Cuba wants timeout. 7:56 to play, second quarter. And Puerto Rico has exploded out to a 12-point lead, 27-15.
Entonces la defensa, cada vez que nos equivocamos con el poste, se va sobre el jugador, fácil ganar. Entonces, te pregunto yo, ¿a qué estamos apostando? Vamos, caballero. Mira cuántos puntos hemos hecho, mira cuántos puntos hemos hecho, 15 puntos en 15 minutos ya. ¿A qué estamos apostando? Entonces, hay que hacer un esfuerzo en trabajo. Vamos a ser X, vamos a ser X, vamos a ir apostando a la X, a ver si sale Muñero y mete canasta. ¡Vamos! ¿Entendido?
Ofensiva, same thing. Keep passing the ball. Attack the basket and keep passing the ball. Every time you go to the basket and you have like 2 players on them, make it jump stop. Okay, make it jump stop. Be fundamental on that, okay? And then pass the ball, okay?
¡Vamos! ¡Duro, duro! ¡1, 2, 3! ¡Puerto Rico! ¡Let's go, y'all!
Puerto Rico is doing just that. They are attacking, coming to a jump stop, kicking it. That last time, multiple touches for the shot.
Casanova the floater. Rosado. Santos. Perez. She just about got that one to go in.
All right, their constant movement is giving Cuba problems right now.
That foul was on Casanova. That's her second. Free throw by Perez is good. Lead back to 11. Perez books the second. Boy, Casanova had Rosado on skates there for a moment.
That's a good matchup between those two.
Rosado to Santos for 3. Splash that one. Santos has 8. She's 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Casanova, the floater.
Be careful there. She picked up her third defensively there.
Rosado all the way to the rack and throwing it up off the square, and the lead is 17. Three on the way, splash down. Arlenis Romero hits from straight on. Poked out of there, Cuba for another three, no good.
If you're gonna post up, you gotta bar the arm to keep the defender off. That wasn't a bad pass by Bermudez.
Rosado. Over to Perez for three, just short. Casanova the long rebound, pushing it up. Now Romero from the corner, driving on Santos. Now the shot from Garcia won't go. Rebound Bermudez. Rosado working on Casanova. Perez, her jumper is blocked by Garcia. And Puerto Rico turns it over. Gibson and Gonzalez back on for Puerto Rico. Perez and Santos come off. Melendez off as well as Mary Placido comes on. Tendo to Casanova. Casanova dishes out to Garcia. Her shot no good. Rebound Ochoa. Goes out of bounds. That'll be Puerto Rico ball.
I'm gonna talk about it. I don't think. Oh.
Yeah, they talk it over and change the call.
No, we've seen that a couple times
we have.
today.
Andrea Silva and Leonardo Salazar getting together and making sure they get it right. Ochoa to Romero.
Nice
Now to
pass.
Garcia. Great ball movement by Cuba.
Puerto Rico, if they were going with a hard trap there in the corner, would have made that more difficult.
Lead is down to 12, 4.5 minutes to play, second quarter. Placido catch and shoot three. Casanova to Garcia, double clutch down the jumper, no good. We talked about that earlier, Mark.
Yes, if you're gonna shoot it, shoot it.
It's almost better if somebody's in your face.
Yeah, she kind of looked around like, wait, there's nobody guarding me.
Now Rosado, left side. Here comes the screen from Bermudez. Rosado, the pretty floater in the lane. Lead back to 14.
She's done a nice job in the games this week, getting into the lane and scoring.
Casanova puts up the three. That rattles out. Placido the rebound.
Looking to still continue to push.
Gonzalez down to Bermudez, but it's tipped and caught by Ochoa. Ochoa just about, I beg your pardon, that's Garcia just about lost it. Instead, she draws the foul. That will be on Angelica Bermudez, her second. Jones and Salomon on now for Puerto Rico. Dyrus Tornell on for Cuba. Haven't seen a lot of her this tournament. First free throw, too strong. Second free throw by Garcia, too short. Rebound, Yolanda Jones. Salomon. Long cross-court pass to Ashley Gibson, or Allison Gibson, rather. Now a three. Placido couldn't connect. Here comes Casanova. He steps back, out to Okendo. Casanova gets things reset. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Casanova to her right, gets past Salomon. Kick out to Okendo. Jumper, no good. Goes out of bounds, and that'll be Puerto Rico ball.
Cuba's having a tough time scoring here.
Marlon Cepeda comes back in as Anay Garcia exits the fray. Puerto Rico maintaining this 14-point lead. Cuba had a little burst there for a moment.
They'll keep pushing the ball. They just got to find a way to get it in the basket consistently.
Gonzalez to Salomon. 5 on the shot clock. Pull-up jumper by Salomon, no good. Jones fighting for the rebound, but it's grabbed by Tornell. She says, I'll take it up court myself. Madam point guard. From the corner, nice shot by Ladis Okendo. Her first 2 points. Gibson gives it up. And gets it back, and Gonzalez ends up with it. Now Salomon, wide open three. That was good. Straight on. Nice Salomon pass. Underneath to Jones.
Puerto Rico will move the basketball in their offense.
Jones swats it out of the hand.
Ill-advised pass there.
Yeah, she was trying to get it to Gibson up court. I think that's a good no call there. Yolanda Jones looking around for the offensive foul, but I don't think she was really in position, and she was inside the restricted area.
Getting the moisture off the court.
A minute 8 to play in this second quarter. Puerto Rico maintaining a 14-point lead. Jones has it. Working on Cepeda. And now a foul called.
Puerto Rico does a good job of having cutters to the basket once the post has the ball on either block.
Allison Gibson gets the first free throw to go as we are inside of a minute. And Gibson gives Puerto Rico a 16-point lead. Casanova to Ochoa, the pretty feed. Ochoa can't finish. Salomon whips it out to Gonzalez for three. That's good! 19-point lead now with 30 seconds to play in the first half. Casanova to her right. And the foul on Placido. Francie Ochoa comes out. And Unieski Bulli back on for Cuba. Okendo around the screen by Cepeda. Great defense by Yolanda Jones. Cut off the baseline and forced the dribble off the foot. And now it'll be Puerto Rico with a chance to extend this lead going into halftime.
Cuba's going to come up and pressure so that way they don't have a free run up to the forecourt, to the front court.
10 seconds left on the clock.
Now, if they can get the ball to Solomon here, she can go right around Akendo.
Good call. But then she loses it. Clock at 3-2. Casanova.
One.
Yes, count it. Rosado was trying to do the smart thing there. Just didn't grab her enough.
Right, because it wouldn't have put her on. They wouldn't have been
Right.
shooting free throws. It would have been a good call. I mean, a good foul.
Now Yolanda Jones back on to try to get this rebound. Should there be a miss? Free throw is good by Casanova. It's 43-27. And Puerto Rico just about gives up another 2 points after the errant inbound pass. But right now it's 43-27 at halftime. Puerto Rico with a 16-point lead. There you get a look at some of the team numbers. Cuba 40% from 2-point range. Puerto Rico 52%. Cuba just 1 of 10 from beyond the arc. Puerto Rico with the advantage on the glass as well as with assists. Turnovers about even. Cuba with a couple more steals. As we roll the highlights, let's look at the individual numbers for Puerto Rico. I beg your pardon, for Cuba. Francie Ochoa, 5 points, 5 rebounds. Anitas Casanova, 11 points, 5 boards. Ennis Lady Galindo, 4 points. Romero has 3. Garcia has 2. Cepeda did not score. Hooley did not score. Akendo, 2 points, 3 boards. For Puerto Rico, Melendez played but did not score in that first half. She had 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Ashley Santos, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Pamela Rosado, 13 points, 3 rebounds. Bermudez played, did not score, but grabbed 3 boards. Allison Gibson, 6 points, 2 rebounds. Michelle Gonzalez, 5 points. Deishali Salomon did not score, but had 1 rebound and 2 assists. Placido, a pair of rebounds. Ashley Perez, 7 points. Yolanda Jones with 4 points and 3 rebounds. A nice first half for Puerto Rico. They're doing what they need to do to make sure they get into the semis, and that is get a win here against Cuba. And if you're Cuba, Mark Anderson, what do they need to talk about in the locker room at halftime?
They got to find a way to get easier baskets. Again, we talked in the pregame about their shooting percentage. Now they are shooting the ball better today. They're at 41% from 2-point land. Just got to find a way to get some more shots in there and then get some stops down here. Like I talked about before, Puerto Rico's motion offense is giving them trouble, and they're getting a lot of easy baskets and shots right at the rim. So they got to do a better job defensively, and on offense, try to find some easier baskets.
43-27 at halftime in favor of Puerto Rico over Cuba. This is the 2017 FIBA Women's AmeriCup Championship Tournament. One more game after this one between Argentina and Colombia. That's coming up at 9:05. He's Mark Anderson. I'm Craig Fada. Glad you can be with us. We're back with second half action in just a few minutes. 43-27 in favor of Puerto Rico as we come back from the halftime break. Halfway through our third game of the day. We've got one more after this one. There you get a look at Velasca Perez. Remember, she took that elbow last night against Argentina to the base of the back of her head. Thought she might have been in the concussion protocol, but there you see her in a neck brace, and so maybe the problem was with her neck more than with the brain.
Right.
At any rate, Venezuela is off tonight, so she gets an extra day to recover if she's able to play at all tomorrow. One more game tonight between Colombia and Argentina. That gets started at 9:05 local time. That's 8:05 Eastern time in the U.S. Canada is off today, along with Venezuela. Tomorrow, Canada's got the first game of the day. They take on Paraguay at 1:35. If Cuba somehow comes back to beat Puerto Rico, then Paraguay is still alive. If they beat Canada, they will be through to the semifinals. Canada has already qualified. At 4:05 tomorrow, it'll be Mexico and Cuba. And at 6:35, the two neighboring nations, Venezuela and Colombia, at 6:35. And then the big rivalry game. And it's a big game for Brazil because they need to win to get through to the semifinals, with a huge upset by Virgin Islands over Brazil today in overtime just before this game. Assuming Argentina beats Venezuela, which is no guaranteed thing.
You just wonder if Brazil was looking ahead to tomorrow night.
That could very well have been.
That does happen, and as a coach, you try to avoid that. But they had to know the Virgin Islands was not going to give up an easy game, and they didn't.
I don't know how the Virgin Islands had it in them after mounting that nearly miraculous comeback yesterday.
And that takes so much energy to come back from that far down.
Yeah.
And then when you were reading off the minutes that the starters were playing, 4 of them over 40.
And one played the whole game, including overtime.
That's just unbelievable, especially at this level when you've played so many games in so many days.
Well, not to mention, you make that comeback and you win. That's one thing. You get the adrenaline boost and you get the enthusiasm after the win, but they lost.
Nice. Ah, you put that in.
Bermudez, she does put it in with the left hand on the follow.
Right, you know, you would think that would have deflated them, and it was just almost like the opposite.
Yeah, it's almost as if Virgin Islands.
Nice pass.
Yeah, sure was. Francie Ochoa goes to the hole and draws the foul. Like I said, it's almost as if Virgin Islands does not know fatigue. A little bit of pressure now from Cuba. The lead is 13 after the three-point play.
Good switch by Cuba defensively there. I'll top on with Rosado and Bermudez with the pick and roll.
Melendez, 2 on the clock. She loses the dribble. She's not going to get it up. I don't think that would have counted had she gotten that off.
Well, this is what we talked about going into halftime. Cuba gets some stops and gets some easy scores. They've done both right now.
Out of there by Santos. Perez takes it and lays it in with the right hand. Lead is back to 15. Casanova looking for space. Up over Bermudez, no good. Rebound Melendez. Perez leaves it for Rosado. Outside, 3 on the way from Santos, short. Oquendo the rebound. Oquendo's jumper at the other end is good.
They can get this under 10 here in the next few minutes.
Perez. Santos, step back jumper from 17, that rattles off. Delindo. Casanova has it again. Stop and go inside, gorgeous pass to Ochoa, and she'll go to the free throw line.
2 stops in a row, and they've scored the last 2 times down. Just gotta string it together.
Just a gorgeous dribble drive penetration by Casanova. Now Santos and Bermudez sit down as Gibson and Jones come on. Oquendo sits down for Cuba. Ochoa unable to complete the three-point play. Rebound Gibson. Tyrus Tornell on for Cuba in Oquendo's place.
It's in the trap. It's a little late getting there.
Rosado was fouled. That foul is on Tyrus Tornell. Jones handing it back to Rosado. And a steal by Tornell. Inside to Ochoa. She can't handle the rock. Perez up ahead to Rosado. Right hand layup missed. Gibson can't follow it.
Cuba's missing some golden opportunities here.
Casanova into Ochoa. The running right hand hook. No good. Rebound Perez. Perez has it knocked away from.
Nice effort
by Casanova. She gets it to Tornell, and Tornell scores. Cuba now trails by just 9 with 6:03 to play. Nice little run here by the Cubans to start off the third quarter.
You don't want to foul them. Don't be aggressive. That's saying, take a pass the ball against the pressure. Just pass the ball. Okay? Now, Taira saca la bola. Watch it press. Okay? Like that. Go to the ball. If they drop, pass the ball. Keep pushing the ball. Pass the ball. Estamos. Y en ofensiva estamos parados. We're standing in offense. We need to go in motion.
Vamos, abierto. Ok, abierto con 45. Vamos, bien ahí, bien. Bien ganando.
47-38 as Cuba has cut the lead to 9 with 6 minutes to play in this third quarter.
There's another steal.
Casanova with another takeaway. Lead down to 7.
Nice, gotta be careful going with that inside arm over there if she'd gone with her right.
And Edis Casanova, 5 steals. And now another.
Golden opportunity missed again.
Rosado now, guarded by Tornell. Here's Gonzalez. 9 to shoot. Jones gets her defender in the air, and she'll go to the free throw line. Strong move by Yolanda Jones as she draws the foul on Unieski Bully. Jones rips the twine to complete the three-point play and the lead back to 10.
Still much better execution out of Cuba this half.
Casanova calling for the screen. Casanova now missing the jumper. Tayshali Salomon up ahead to Allison Gibson. Boy, I don't know how she put the brakes on and controlled the ball.
Looked like it was going off her fingertips.
Yeah, or she was going out of bounds. Now a nice little run by Puerto Rico to answer, and their lead is back up to 11. And Cuba calls timeout with 4:58 to play in the third quarter.
Cuando los breaks para nosotros nos podemos apurarnos. Si vas a tirar todo ese caramelo, nos tira al aro, buen rebote, la ganamos. Jugamos, nos ponemos 5 puntos de sección, le dieron 2 canastas allá. Coño, lo que tienen que entender, caballero, oigan, mami, no le hagan caso a más nadie. Oigan, mami, la ganamos, un buen rebote, jugamos de nuevo. Si la ganamos ya, la jugamos la presión y no supimos matarla, la teníamos matadita ahí y entonces nos equivocamos nosotros, caballero. Nos equivocamos nosotros. Muñero.
And anytime the ball, hey, if the ball's here, we should look like this. Right there, right in the box. Ball goes there, she pops out, okay? Everybody gets in here. Okay? In the lane.
Buena posición, no open threes. No open threes. And then run at them. Come on.
Vamos, duro, duro. 1, 2, 3. Puerto Rico. Vamos, vamos.
52-40. Cuba had the lead down to, I believe it was 7 after trailing by 16.
Assistant coach talking about being in the box, help side defense.
Galindo kicks it out, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound by Booley. Romero, 6 on the shot clock. Spinning. Missed the shot, rebound tipped around. Tough rebound and shot by Dyrus Tornell. And she'll go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. The foul on Yolanda Jones, that's her first. Three-point play completed. Lead back down to 9. Salomon into the front court. Double high screen. Horns, rather.
Thank you, Craig.
Gibson, 3 on the clock.
Good
Gives it
backdoor
to
cut.
Gonzalez, the floater won't fall in. Jones the rebound, but has it poked away. And now Cuba turns it over. Here's Salomon to Allison Gibson. Right-hand scoop layup won't go. Flips it up off the glass, won't fall in. As Gibson falls to the floor and tries to will that ball in. Now Team Argentina making its way in. Gibson's first free throw is good. Missed the second, rebounded by Oquendo. Now a steal by Michelle Gonzalez. We have not heard anything definitive as of yet on the injury to Sofia Ispura. She went down in that game last night with that knee injury as Yolanda Jones hits from 15. She came down awkwardly. We saw that right leg buckle.
Nice pass. Coach Zabala going back with Casanova. She's up off the bench. Can't keep her down too long.
Same game in which Valesca Perez for Venezuela was injured and had to come out after taking a blow to the back of the head and being down for a moment as Jones cleans that up and then falling down on the next possession. She remained out for the rest of the game, and then late in the contest, Sofia Ispura going up for a rebound, came down and appeared to injure that left leg. We haven't heard anything definitive. We assume that she's going to be out for tonight's game. Ochoa can't finish. But we have not heard if there's been an MRI done or anything of that nature. Oquendo, rather Galindo. Tough work under the bucket, going up with the left hand.
Also affected the Argentine team members.
Yeah.
They were very distraught over it also.
The Venezuelans were as well.
Yes.
Anytime you see somebody go down like that, regardless of which team, it affects you mentally. Gonzalez looks like she took a shot to the stomach on that three-point attempt. And she had a word for Leonardo Salazar. Casanova calling for a screen. She accelerates, kicks it out. Three on the way, missed badly left side by Oquendo. Long pass from Gonzalez. That was Tyrone Melendez. Her first bucket of the game. The lead is 12, 1:10 to play third quarter.
Both teams are not shy about kicking the ball ahead.
Lindo fouled before the shot. Oquendo to inbound, gets it to Casanova. And an offensive foul, that is going to be on Marlon Cepeda. And that'll be her second. Away from the ball. Cepeda bowled over the defender. Some full court pressure here from Cuba. Now they back off. Melendez to Salomon. Gonzalez, 8 on the clock. Gonzalez spinning, hanging off the glass, no good. Jones fighting for the rebound. Now it's Casanova, 3-on-1 for Cuba. And the layup is missed by Francie Ochoa. Salomon driving on Cepeda.
Cuba's had several opportunities this quarter to chip away at the lead and just have missed some open layups.
Yes, they have. Lead stands at 12. The foul was on Cepeda, her third. Salomon to the free throw line. Nails the first. Don't forget, coming up at 9:05, host nation Argentina taking on Colombia. We will have that one for you right here. Hope you can join us. I'm Craig Fada. My partner is Mark Anderson. We're glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world. We've seen some excellent basketball, and in particular some exciting basketball today with a pair of overtime wins, including a huge upset with Virgin Islands defeating Brazil 67-60 in overtime. And a charge on Inês Casanova. Puerto Rico will have the ball with 5.2 left in the third quarter. Our first overtime game of the day, it was Paraguay over Mexico, 73-67.
It was an easy call for the officials.
Yeah. Salomon. Clock down to 1. Gets it up, it won't fall in, but Puerto Rico hangs on to a 13-point lead heading into the fourth quarter, 60-47 at the 2017 FIBA Women's AmeriCup Championship Tournament, live from Buenos Aires. Puerto Rico on top, 60-47 as we head to the fourth quarter. Let's look at the numbers on this one. Francio Ochoa, 10 points, 6 boards for Cuba. Inedas Casanova, 13 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, and 5 steals. Galindo has 10 and 4 rebounds. Romero 3, Garcia 2. Oquendo has 4 points, 6 rebounds, and Dyrus Tornell off the bench, 5 points and 4 rebounds. Steal by Cuba. For Puerto Rico, Melendez 2 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Ashley Santos 8 points, 5 rebounds. Camila Rosado 13 points, 3 rebounds. Angelica Bermudez 2 points, 4 boards. Allison Gibson 9 points, 4 rebounds. Michelle Gonzalez 5 points. Daishalee Salomon 1 point. Ashley Perez 9 points. Yolanda Jones has 11 and 4 rebounds for Puerto Rico. Very nice game for Yolanda Jones. Galindo fouled on the rebound.
Yeah, Jones had some troubles yesterday getting called for multiple traveling and then coming back today and playing pretty solid.
Hits both.
Nice
and
trap.
Another steal by Cuba. I'm a little surprised there that Dyrus Tornell wasn't called for the charge after she dished it off.
Right, we've seen that call. There's another one.
And another takeaway by Cuba. Galindo has her shot blocked by Tyrone Melendez.
Yeah. It hit Galindo as she was standing out of bounds. You'll see it right there.
Right off the right hand. There's the clean block.
And then she comes down and the ball right off her hand.
What tremendous camera work. Rosado knocked over. Ball goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with Puerto Rico.
Splits them right in the middle.
Wow, Rosado, yeah.
There again, she attacked the inside shoulders of both the defenders. They didn't move. She had the lane.
Looked like rolling it right down the middle of a 7-10 split. Casanova working around the screen by Booley. Tries whipping the no-look pass to Francio Ochoa along the baseline right side. Ends up nearly in press row. Almost had another beverage knocked over.
The gentleman that it fell on yesterday, always describing it right now, what happened yesterday when he had the Coke or coffee thrown all over him.
Perez left side. Pounded by Tornell. Rosado gets it up. Hits the rim at least. Here comes Tornell. She has her pocket picked. Bodies everywhere. And now a backcourt violation against Cuba.
Every time Cuba's starting to make a little bit of movement towards cutting this score down, they either miss a shot, they have a turnover. The effort's there. You just got to complete it. You just got to complete it.
Rosado to inbound. Gets Gets it back. Now back to Bermudez. Up with the left hand. Too strong. Galindo the rebound. Galindo working on Santos. Pops from 17 straight through for Galindo. Back down to 9. Santos in the lane. Tough shot by Ashley Santos. Santos now with 10. She's had a quiet 10 points.
Yeah, it started out hot in the first quarter.
Galindo over to Tornell, shooting it up. Over Santos, no good. Rebound.
Numbers here.
Rebound inside by Melendez, and she gets fouled on the putback.
I think Coach Zavala's got a good argument that there was a travel there when Santos had the ball.
I did not see it, so I will take your word for it. Now Allison Gibson back on. There you see the foul. Ashley Santos sits down for Puerto Rico. And now Yolanda Jones comes on in place of Angelica Bermudez. So now Placido to the free throw line. Short on the first. Second one is straight through. Back to 12. 6:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Foul on Yolanda Jones, her second.
She raised her hand right away when the whistle blew.
Quick catch and shoot there by Oquendo. Rebound went to Puerto Rico, but stolen away by Cuba. And Francie Ochoa scores.
You got to make a push here in the next minute.
Allison Gibson for three, just short. Jones the rebound, out to Gonzalez. Now Rosado backs it out. They get reset. Rosado, wayward shot. Casanova kicks it out. Now a three on the way, missed left. Cuba the rebound. Casanova gets things set back up.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful feed to Galindo, and Galindo caresses it in with the left hand. 5:10 to play. Lead at 8.
Got to get a stop here, Cuba.
Three on the way from Placido, no good.
There it is.
Here comes Casanova.
Mr. Underneath.
Oquendo working on the smaller Rosado. Casanova guarded by Gonzalez. Goes by Jones on the switch. Rosado comes away with it. Over to Gonzalez. She launches the three. Saved by Allison Gibson. Boy, they had a 3-on-1 and settled for a three-pointer.
You don't like that as a coach.
And stolen away by Oquendo. Now Oquendo for three. No good. Back tap taken by Placido. Here's Rosado with the right hand off to square it in, and the lead is back to 10 with 4 minutes to play. Rosado's got 17 points.
Done it in an array of fashions.
Oh, Galindo can't handle the bullet pass. Slips through her hands and out of bounds. It'll be Puerto Rico ball. Some pressure in the backcourt now by Cuba. Gibson's trapped. Yep, that's an 8-second violation.
Right.
Placido comes out. Tyrone Melendez back in. Casanova left side to Romero for three, no good. Rebound fought for and won by Ochoa.
Good hustle by Ochoa.
Now Casanova leaves it underneath and one. Unieski Bully. Michelle Gonzalez sits down. Ashley Perez back on. 3:25 to play. 8-point lead for Puerto Rico. Yolanda Jones grabs the rebound.
Nobody back.
Allison Gibson should have dunked that. Lead now 10. Casanova.
Anytime Cuba gets it to 8, Puerto Rico answers.
Yep. Casanova, the floater, comes up short. Rebound Melendez. And Melendez fouled by Casanova. That will be number 3 on Iniedes Casanova.
Puerto Rico at their scoring average. 69 points a game.
Really been a clean game.
Yes.
Cuba's only got 2 players with 3 fouls. Puerto Rico doesn't have anybody with more than 2. Ashley Perez feeds it inside.
Did you see that bounce pass?
Yeah, she had a little spin on that and everything.
Even though there was a foul on Jones, that was nice.
Wound up, put a little side spin on and bounced it right into her.
Absolutely.
What pro point guard does that remind you of?
I'm at a loss. Who? Oh, you're just asking me.
I was thinking old White Chocolate Thunder.
Oh, Jason Williams. Yeah. Not 3-on-3 league, Jason.
No.
Williams.
No.
I'm surprised that wasn't called.
Yeah, I am too. Jones had good position and
Ball was still in her
player
hands.
led with the knee.
Right.
Bully hits the free throw.
And Jones is asking, what do I got to do to get a call?
There you get another look at Valeska Perez. Hoping she's doing okay. Well enough to be here, so that's a good sign.
Yes, it is. Back to 8.
Allison Gibson just about lost the handle and then did. Casanova, it's 3-on-1. And a travel. Wow. And this lady Galindo got momentarily distracted when Pamela Rosado came around her and shuffled the feet. So it's Puerto Rico ball now with 2 minutes to play and an 8-point lead. If they take a shot before 5 here, I'll be shocked.
Right, you gotta move it. You gotta keep moving the ball.
Jones. Over to Gonzalez. Shot clock at 5.
There you go.
Into Jones. Up off the glass. Does not fall, but she will go to the free throw line. So a great possession there for Puerto Rico.
Jones having a good night with 11 points.
Gonzalez comes out. Perez comes on. And Angelica Bermuda is getting set to check back in. Dyrus Tornell comes on. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of Dyrus Tornell. The times that we have seen her, especially in this game, she's been very effective, I thought.
Yeah, she's done some positive while in there.
Jones misses the free throw.
One thing we haven't experienced tonight, Craig, has been the wind. The breeze coming through here like the last night.
I've only noticed it a couple times. Jones sinks the second free throw. Three-possession game. Coming up on a minute 30 to play. Casanova trying to find Ochoa, finally does. Now Ochoa, the running left-hand hook, finds its way in. Now Michelle Gonzalez back on, along with Yolanda Jones. Puerto Rico up 7. Again, you're going to see Puerto Rico patient, working some clock. Shot clock at 8. 3 on the way from Melendez. Oh, I thought that was going to go down. A miss, but still ran off for a pretty good chunk of time.
That's right, yep. And at 8, it still wasn't a bad shot. It's going to be a travel.
And this Lady Galindo gallops her way toward the bucket. Draws the foul. That's going to be on Yolanda Jones. That'll be her 4th. Free throw by Galindo is good. Lead is 6. Possession game with 49.8 to play. And timeout taken by Puerto Rico. 70-65, 49.8 seconds to play. Another one coming down to the wire.
Ali Gibson y Michelle. Okay? Ali Gibson y Michelle. Árbitro entrega la bola, make it down screen here. Go to get the ball. And Ali Gibson, I want you to come to the ball. Okay? What we want to do is try to pass the ball here. Okay? We have Michelle aquí abierta. Okay? We go like that. Okay? Hold on a second. Then Pamela, you're gonna make a screen to the zone. Okay? Roll, relocation. Good shot. Long. Yo no quiero tiro, tú sabes, rápido. No es fácil.
Quick shot.
Quick
Quick shot.
Okay? No foul then. Good transition.
Vamos. Termina duro. 1, 2, 3.
trying to come up with something here as Puerto Rico runs clock. 40 seconds. Cuba does have a foul to give.
Tried to get it right there.
Yeah, they did. That foul's going to be on Michelle Gonzalez.
It's going to get interesting here if she hits
Yeah,
both of these. So then we'd be one possession away from overtime.
Don't even say it. I don't know if I've ever done 2 overtime games in a row, let alone 3. One. Galindo can cut it to a 1 possession game.
She hits it here, they're going to press.
And she does. It's down to 3 with 31.3 left.
Got to rotate now, got to rotate. Get a foul.
Up front.
Stop the clock. Got to stop the clock.
Down to 18, shot clock at 10 now.
We're going to play it out then, we're going to play it out.
Into the corner, 3 on the way from Gonzalez. Missed.
Oh.
Boy, I'm not sure what Cuba was thinking there. They were going for the fast break layup, down by 3.
Right.
And they had a timeout to call. Boy, oh boy, Cuba blowing a golden opportunity.
And they had a foul to give.
Yeah.
But as it worked, as it turned out, they had the ball back with plenty of time to set up something.
We don't want to pass the ball there, okay?
Obviously, they couldn't call timeout with the flow of the game going, but at least get something set up in the half court.
Right. (70-67). 3.1 to play. Will be Puerto Rico ball. In their front court. So now you expect Cuba to foul immediately.
They're going to have to do it twice here.
And Cuba concedes at the buzzer. Puerto Rico now through to the semifinals with a win over Cuba, 70-67. And Puerto Rico celebrates at center court.
Definitely not what we expected the game to end that way.
No. There you look at the shooting numbers on this one. Cuba 1 for 15 from 3-point range. Puerto Rico out rebounding Cuba by 3. Dead even on the offensive glass. Turnovers nearly even. Cuba with 7 more steals.
Just couldn't convert them.
And there you get a look at the leaders, and let's look at the individual tallies. For Cuba, Francie Ochoa, 14 points, 8 rebounds. And Yadis Casanova, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 steals.
Wow.
Ennis Lady Galindo, 20 points, 8 rebounds. Romero, 3 points. Garcia, 2 points. Booley, 6 points. Oquendo had 4 points and 8 rebounds. And Tornell had 5 points and 5 boards. For Puerto Rico, Tyrone Melendez, 2 points, 8 boards. Ashley Santos, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Pamela Rosado, 17 points and 3 rebounds. Angelica Bermudez, 2 points, 5 rebounds. Allison Gibson, bit of a quiet night for her. Yes. 11 points, 5 rebounds. She only took 7 shots. Michelle Gonzalez, 5 points. Deshalee Salomon, 1 point. Placido had 1. Ashley Perez had 9 points. Yolanda Jones, a very good night for her. 12 points, 6 rebounds. She had a pair of steals as well. And so Cuba drops to 0-3. They take on Mexico tomorrow. One of those two teams will get its first win in the tournament. And Puerto Rico will have 2 days of rest in a row before the semifinals. Coming up at 9:05 tonight, it's Colombia and Argentina. Canada and Paraguay open the action tomorrow at 1:35. Then at 4:05, as we said, Mexico, Cuba. And then at 6:35, South American neighbors Venezuela and Colombia, followed up by the big game of the group phase, and it takes on more meaning than usual as Brazil needs a win to get through to the semis. They will have to do it against arch rival Argentina. For my partner, Mark Anderson, I'm Craig Feta saying so long for now. We will be back in just a little while with Colombia and Argentina. This is the 2017 FIBA Women's AmeriCup Championship Tournament live from Buenos Aires.